From Messi's cheeky recreation of the hand of God to the funny dive of the infamous serial biter Luis Suarez, these are 15 times footballers were caught cheating. Let's start with the moment when the football goat tried to pull a fast one and snag some points from his city rivals. So back in 2007, Messi was still finding his groove at Barca while facing off against Espanyol. The match was fiery, defenses locked in. Barca was desperate for a breakthrough and Messi was like, "Hold my drink." He straight up reaches out with his hand, swiping at the ball. It's like my man wanted to recreate Maradona's hand of God, right? In any case, that was a cheeky move, man. This wasn't the first time people tried stealing points for their teams, though. Consider the moment when Harry Kane, fast forward to 2018, Liverpool vs Spurs UCL final. Kane's on the move, charging behind Liverpool's defense like a bull. And oops, he takes a heavy touch, ball goes rogue. What's his genius move? Mid-game, my man switches to the Olympic pool. Kane pulls off a dive in the penalty box, no contact whatsoever. Some dives, I tell ya, they're downright comical. But this pales in comparison to Suarez's dive in the game against PSG. Remember that jaw-dropping 6-1 Barca comeback? Well, here's the kicker. Barca needed 4 goals, right? Legal or not, they were going for it. Suarez, the evil genius and serial biter, decides if he can't do it fair and square, then let's fake it till we make it.
What the hell?
And guess what? Dude takes a dive. The ref bites the bait, hook, line, and sinker. Suarez's acting skills hit the jackpot. Now fast forward to Euro 2021. Ciro Immobile decided to do some Suarez type of crazy thing. It was Italy vs Belgium quarterfinals showdown. Ciro goes full drama queen, plays dead with the Belgium defense with very minimal contact. Miracle or not, that Belgium team's seen more acting than Hollywood. Still in Belgium, there's nothing quite as frustrating as that moment when Mbappe decides to play mind games in the 2018 World Cup semis. Belgium was trailing France, second half clock ticking down. They're desperate, pushing everything at it, but my man Mbappe is too cool. Dude wanted to start a hoop challenge mid-game. Total chill move, right? Anyway, Toby was having none of it. My man wasn't interested and bought a fouler, played it like Ramos would do. And speaking of Ramos, 2017 Champions League final, Real Madrid were dominating Juventus. Few minutes left, Juve's trying to salvage their pride by scoring at least 1 goal. But Ramos, the dark artist, whips out his bag of evil tricks. My man feels a hint of contact from Juan Cuadrado, and bam, he went in full swing. This dude's always ready to play dirty, and this wasn't his last time either.
Stop it.
Ramos, the master of mischief, pulls off another stunt. Fast forward to 2018, and he's out to ruin the biggest night for the Egyptian king, Mo Salah. I mean, all eyes were on Salah, the goal-scoring sensation during the Liverpool vs Real Madrid Champions League final. Ramos, being the sly fox he is, spots the threat. Salah's on a crazy streak, and Ramos was like, "Not on my watch." My man came with an axe to grind, and just like before, he sees to it that Salah's night is cut short. No accident here, man. Watch Ramos deliberately tug on Salah's arm in that tackle. Sergio Ramos, this guy's always ready to pull any trick in the book to secure the win. Just like his former Sevilla teammate Dani Alves. Except this wasn't a Sevilla game, but the most watched match on the planet, with legends like Messi, Ronaldo, Ramos, Julio, and our man Dani Alves in the mix. You should know I'm talking about the El Clasico. So, as usual, tackles were flying left and right, and Alves knows he's got to pull a fast one before Real Madrid's crazy defenders turn the stadium into something else. Now, here's the setup. Alves spots Pepe, sees the chance, and bam! He reels Pepe in, serves him a bait sandwich, and boom! Pepe's off with a red card. No contact, just pure brilliance. It was just downright genius to ensnare Pepe like that. The same thing happened in 2012. So in 2012, Manchester United vs Chelsea, 2 Brazilians were at it again. David Luiz, the trickster, playing for Chelsea, and Rafael repping United. Clash of the Brazilians, Rafael was on a yellow, but my man David Luiz knows it. So what did he do? He cheats his way into getting Rafael sent off. Did Luiz forget they were both from the same motherland? Nah man, not when there is a win at stake. Man, I used to believe it was just outfield players pulling off the dirty tricks, but guess what? Even the goalies are diving into the cheat playbook. So Ter Stegen pulled off a sneaky move on home turf in 2019. It was Barca versus Dortmund in the Champions League, and Dortmund gets a pen. Now, Marco Reyes, the FIFA cover star from 2017, steps up to take it. You think he's gonna miss? Ter Stegen is not taking chances. He knows Reyes is a goal-scoring beast. So, what does Stegen do? He stays one step ahead, literally. Foot off the line, totally illegal, but hey, it worked. Same thing Marwan Hids did. Moving on to Thierry Henry. I mean, my man was always on fire that year, ripping through defenses and scoring wonder golazos. Now, rewind to 2009, France versus Ireland in a World Cup qualifier. Ireland was throwing everything at the French, giving them a run for their baguettes. France, the favorites, were sweating buckets on the home turf, with the stadium packed and the pressure skyrocketing. The clock was ticking, and they were stuck in a 0-0 deadlock. But hold up, Henry decides to play hero, or should I say sly fox? Because just minutes before halftime, he handles the ball and puts it into the net. Blatant handball. The ref must have had a snag break or something because he absolutely missed it. Fast forward to the second leg, it was a 0-0 draw in Dublin, and France qualified for the World Cup, leaving Ireland in the dust. I bet Henry's steering clear of Irish vacation spots, just like Maradona avoided England after making the Queen drop some live TV cause bombs in Mexico. Alright, rewind to 1986, World Cup quarterfinal, England versus Argentina. Maradona's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. Argentina needs a miracle or England's gonna make him look like fools and send him packing. Now Maradona, being the magician he is, pulls off a once-in-a-lifetime trick that turns him into a hero in Argentina and the villain in England's history books, the Hand of God. This cheeky move introduced cheating to the game though, and suddenly, with the next-gen players taking notes. Because fast forward to 2016 and you've got Ronaldo trying to buy fouls for his team. It was Real Madrid versus Manchester City Champions League semi-final. Ronaldo was in the game, and his teammates were tossing crosses left and right, but let's be real, most were way overcooked. With Ronaldo's patience running thin, my man suddenly decided to channel his inner LeBron James mid-game. Out of the blue, he decides to go for a Maradona 2.0 move, pulling off a slam dunk at the Bernabeu. So it's the 2006 World Cup, Ronaldo's pulling some shady moves again. Portugal is in a showdown with Germany, and CR7's in the spotlight. My man was all about dribbling the daylight out of defenders. But then, reality kicks in when he's about to lose the ball. In a split second, CR7 goes, "Hey, why not try and buy my team an advantage?" My man just dived without even getting touched. Such careful, deliberate stunt. And talking about stunt, let's talk about Rivaldo's play acting. Cause what the heck was that stunt he pulled in 2002? So, Rivaldo was asking for the ball, and Hakan Ünsal petulantly kicked it towards him, hitting the Brazilian on the leg. Rivaldo saw this opportunity. He collapsed to the ground, holding his face as though he had been sniped by a masked gunman. Of course, my man was charged with a fine when they caught wind of his play acting. But the deed was done, and dude ended the tournament with the most coveted trophy in football history. And a good homie that he is, he's also subscribed to Score Zone. If you want to be a good homie too, hit that subscribe button and welcome to the team.